Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's your boy Sluu Hustle, man, and I appreciate you for tapping in. Let's get right into this video.
And that is struggling with his mental health. Maybe I'm just not in the same echelon as him, and I don't get how a multi-millionaire who gets money from his fans off of subscribers who just made $5 million off of Mafiathon 3 is struggling with mental health. Maybe I just don't understand what the fuck is going on.
He might not be happy at what he's really doing, man. I don't think money buy happiness. I mean, I be one of them people that tell you I'm for surely believing that it helps you cover up shit, but does it actually fix the shit that you're going through? Nah. And all the stress that comes with this shit that he does to get the money from his fans probably does
So
something
let me
to him.
address this as a content creator who's been doing this for a very long time. And it's multifaceted, and I can't go over all the issues, and each content creator has their own issues. And I just want to address the fact that a lot of content creators and celebrities have been taking their own lives recently for mental health issues. One of which that really caught me off guard recently was James Ranson, I believe is how you say his name. He's best known for being in Sinister, which was a really good movie. Sinister
Nah,
2,
not
it's part
familiar with
1
him.
and part 2, and The Black Phone. You know, he's just really, or was involved in a lot of horror films, and I love horror. So rest in peace to him. Condolences to his friends and
Yeah,
family
rest in peace to
members.
bro.
Passing at
Oh, he's from the
46 due
crib.
to an apparent
Killing from Maryland. So Shorty from Baltimore, Maryland. Born June 2nd, 19. Yo, got the same birthday as my
unaliving of himself,
mom.
and I have to use
That's
that word
crazy.
because YouTube's policies are goofy as hell
William Fry. Yeah, that's
with
crazy.
certain words. And another passing, unaliving from fellow YouTuber Lamar Wilson. You guys all already know who he is. You've seen him collaborate many times with Dashi XP. As you can see here, Dashi made a post relating to his friend passing, you know, from mental health issues, you know, the unaliving of his life as well. And it's just sad, right? And mind you, a lot of these guys, rich, famous, they make a lot of money and have a lot of influence, right?
Yeah.
So one could say, why would you take your own life? Why would you do this? Why would you do that? It's multifaceted in my opinion. And I just want to address the Kai Cenat situation today. As he uploaded this video recently about his mental health and how he wants to expand beyond the typecast he's made for himself, right? Because a lot of these guys, they start out passionate, you know, loud and, you know, excited and happy to hop on stream every day. They build
Yeah.
an audience off of this image. You get fans, you get brand deals, you get visibility. You pick up a lot more friends who claim to care about you. Then, over time, if you lose relevance or if you're in need of help, that supposed friendship will be tested and you'll see a lot of these people start to fall off. That said, though, I think the problem with a lot of these guys is the fact that they've not been grounded in a long time, in a very
Yeah.
long time, and they've
Yeah, that's what I was about to say for. I just feel like they all reached where they've wanted to be with this shit, and it kind of made them set new standards of where they could go. And I feel like when you just keep going up levels and levels and levels and levels and levels, I mean, of course, it takes you farther away from where you were, like where you started from. And I think once you lose that feeling or that sense of being grounded, having an understanding of I'm just like everyone else still, and I don't gotta appease people's wants and needs, man. I feel like you
been too
pretty
rich for
much
too long. And
off
I
the
can't say
rails.
specifically what has happened with these other guys and many other individuals and regular people every day deciding to just quit life. But I will say, though, from my understanding, is that if your job is to literally hop online and perform a character of which you no longer align with in the beginning, it may
Yeah,
have been something that, you know, was your identity, was something you wanted to express. And then as time progresses, as time continues and you get older, you are no longer that person, but you have to perform that same character that blew you up. Eventually that'll eat away at you. If you want to stay
yeah,
relevant, you
man.
have to
It's like typecasting, you know? Like those actors. You're like, man, he's a real like Jason Stanton. Like he's like the craziest action-packed actor of all time, and you've only ever seen him in action-packed movies. If he's in something that has a little bit of comedy, their shit's still blowing up. He's jumping off a roof. He's jumping out of a moving car, shooting at somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's kind of what's going on with these celebrities outside of like movie actors and actresses and shit. Kai might be typecast, Speed, the streamers, they might be typecast. They might not even want to do that anymore, but it's like I've gained so much traction from this shit and so many supporters and viewers and shit like that. Like people really fuck with me when I'm doing this. I can see why they'd be afraid to step away because it's like I might lose everything that I've worked for trying to be
Continue to get
what
up
I've
every day and
become
perform like a
instead
clown.
of
It
being
just
stuck at what they
relax. If
wanted me
you
to
don't
be.
do the things that made you famous every single day, especially in this competitive climate where numbers mean everything, likes
Yeah.
mean everything, views mean everything, even for me, it is what it is. I have to perform and I continue to do so because this is my job. And
Yeah.
I've had severe mental health issues that I've not really made public. Maybe some of you have peeped it, but over the years, I struggled too because I'm like, damn, how long am I going to have to do this? And a lot of guys want to pivot and they literally can't
Yeah,
because
they
they've
can't.
boxed themselves into a particular category of which they cannot escape, and then people don't take them seriously. Now he wants to expand into fashion and all these different things, and people are just clowning him. And then, like in the more personal side, right behind the scenes, these people start to realize all the friends they made over the past few years blowing up online aren't really their friends. These are just leeches, people who are only around for the fame, the money, the ride to fame. These people don't really care about you aside from making content. If it weren't for the relevance, bro, I'm
Yep.
telling you, a lot of people would not even talk
Yep.
to each other. They wouldn't even message each other. These friends and content creators, they only hit each other up if there's some form of
Yeah.
content to be made. They don't
Some
really
type
care
of
about each other
monetary
on a
gain.
personal level. And then you'll have, I'm sorry for going on a rant, and
I
then you
got this
have family
play.
members
I got this
reaching out to
move.
leech. Can you pay this for me? Can I borrow this? Can I borrow that? You'll only hear from your cousin who you literally grew up with. You haven't heard from this guy in 5 years. Now all of a sudden he needs $5,000 for this. Like, bro, what? So I just want to say,
Facts.
listen, man, bottom line, because I could talk about this all day, and I want to get back to, people's opinions about the situation. Anyone can have mental health issues regardless of their socioeconomic background. We all know money can ease the pain, but it can't stop the pain because that pain
Facts.
comes from within, and you've got to find the root
Facts. That's
problem
what I'm
of what's
saying. I don't
causing that.
understand.
Maybe I'm stupid, or maybe this motherfucker is looking for sympathy for y'all.
Gonna be
Nah, maybe you're nah, you said it right, gang. Maybe you're stupid. I think he's stupid, bro. I feel like you gotta be a wild individual to believe that because someone has money, they aren't allowed to suffer from depression or anxiety. Nigga, shit's
honest,
real.
bro.
Life is
You're
real,
looking
nigga.
quite stupid here, considering we are
You
in
think
some of the
what?
most
You never heard more money,
depressive,
more
mentally ill,
problems?
and sad times in society. A lot money can't save you sometimes.
He
I
hopped on
be
this app and told us he's been struggling to achieve these goals he wants to achieve. All he wants to do is create and just keep creating. You didn't create that school yet. You took all this money from all these people.
yeah, see, like, but like for you though, it's like I be worried about people like this because it's like, bruh, like you're allowed to have your opinion. I get that. I'm not striking nobody down for having an opinion, but it's like when your opinion is pretty much clout chasing, it's like, come on, bruh. Like, I feel like you did this shit for clout. Like, that's how I feel, bruh. Because, like, what the fuck does it matter to you? This is a man that you know through social media. You don't know him enough to even have a real conversation with him. So you don't really give a fuck if he's depressed or not. And if he is, I mean, he is, and you can't do shit to help him. But it's like, he he's not depressed to you because he's a millionaire? Like what? Like what the fuck? Like come on, bro.
You didn't
Like
even make the fucking school. You
and then
gonna
you
hop
get
on
to
here
bringing
talking about
shit up
some,
like
I
this.
just
Like
want to
we don't know
create.
what he
I
got
just want
going
to
on,
create.
bro.
I've been struggling with my mental health. It's been holding me down. It's been holding me back. And now I got some shit I'm working on that I want to show y'all. It better be that fucking school. I swear on everything. If it's
Did
not
you
that
even
fucking school,
donate
bro,
for the
all y'all
school, bro?
motherfuckers supporting this kid, bro. You
See, like that's what I'm saying. These bad because people are supporting Kai and they're not supporting him. People be upset because they'll watch other people work for something and they may be working too. I won't say that's not true. I've watched people work for shit as well and they get overlooked and people are siding with other people and it's just bro, that's just how life goes. But you don't necessarily have to give up. And you don't gotta do this either. Like you're upset that he has support and he has $1 million coming from supporters and because come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, this type of shit blows me, bro. To like each his own. As a grown man, I can't be tripping off another grown man like this.
You have to stop.
I can't.
All right, so he's bringing up the school. We talked about that on this channel before. Apparently, funds weren't being distributed properly to the building and funding of that school. To my knowledge, based off of the latest update, Kai actually did provide funds. Whoever received the funds didn't do their proper job. They didn't allocate funds to the proper channels to get things done in the way they should have been done in a timely manner. And I'm not gonna lie, in defense of Kai, that is very common for regions of the world like that. Trillions of dollars at this point, I believe, have been donated all over the continent, and it's like that money never makes it to the people it's supposed to be going to. That said, though, I'm going to need people to stop like dismissing the mental health of creators and people with money, or just people in general. Men
people in general, bro. Men, women, kids, people can be depressed, bro. Depression is a real thing. I'm sure like 9 times out of 10, everybody that walks this earth that's went through some sort of depression before, bro. Like, and it's like, because of people like, bruh, it's like, man, it's through you the reason niggas don't want to speak up, bruh. Like, there's always got to be a catch to it. Like, why is there always a catch to being depressed, gang? Why can't I just be fucked up for a little bit? Why can't I, like, what's up with
because
niggas,
it just
bro?
seems like in this day and age in this society, nobody really cares until it's too late, and then
Facts.
so that
He was
person
such a
actually
nice
was feeling some
guy.
type of way
He
when
had
he
it
finally
going. He
realized
had everything
they're no
going
longer
for
here.
himself. Why
Now
would he
all of a
do
sudden
that?
people want to
Should
show
be crazy.
digital prayer emojis, and now they want to start taking the issue seriously. And I saw this one clip from Myron Gaines, one of the hosts from the Fresh and Fit podcast, who had this to say about the situation.
A lot of these young streamers be sitting there saying, I'm depressed. What kind of bitch assness is that?
What do you mean?
Kai Cenat gets on the stage. Oh, I just want to talk about mental health. Oh, shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up.
So I just want to say, again, he's going to say,
He
you're
got
making
me
a lot of
fucked
money
up.
at 20, you're a millionaire, you should be happy. But again, money can ease the pain, but it can't stop the pain. Trust me, I've been there. I've literally made tons of money on this platform, and I used to buy a whole bunch of materialistic shit to fill the void within me, and it did not help me at all. I had to do a lot of like introspection and rehabbing of my mind and body to cure my problems.
I believe it, bro.
I promise you, the money did not help.
I don't want to hear nothing from a 20-year-old that's a millionaire that makes his money streaming. Get the fuck out of here. Okay? You have no one gives a fuck about your opinion on this shit. You niggas are soft.
What?
These young boys making all this money on the internet have no idea how the real world works. How much of a blessing what they got. Because honestly, a lot of them aren't going through the trials and tribulations a lot of you guys are going through.
But I feel like at the same time, though, they understand how the real world works because they opted to leave that alone and chase the dreams of pursuing careers on the internet. None of that shit is promised. And I feel like from a person who has made their name on the internet as Myron Gaines has, it's like, it's weird for you to say that, bro. Like, it's not, like, even me sitting behind this screen right now recording this reaction, I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. There's no guarantee that one day I'm gonna be rich from this shit, bro. But I'm taking that chance. So it's like, I could take the chance, still reap the benefits, get all the millions, and still have fucked up thoughts about life. Because I still may not be doing exactly what I want to be doing. But it's taking care of my people. Come on, bro. These are niggas. Come on, bro. At 20 years old, you're taking care of everyone in your family. And you're mean to tell me you're not allowed to be stressed? Come on, bro. Myron's crazy.
Right now, in your 20s is a regular guy. So I'm here to tell you as a guy that was a regular guy, that was in your shoes 10, 15 years ago, knows exactly what you motherfuckers are going through. I'm here to tell you, it only gets better. Do not give up.
So I'll say he does have a point. A lot of these streamers are very out of touch, and this is why I brought up the fact of grounding.
He
a
kept
lot
it
of
a
them
buck.
have
He
been
kept it a
rich
buck
and
towards
famous
the
for
end, though.
far too long, and a lot of them, they don't do enough groundwork. They don't walk amongst the people or talk or have conversations with regular 9-to-5 people struggling every single day. So they get lost in the sauce, and they're constantly on social media. If you're a content creator on social media 24/7, it burns you out. You're constantly absorbing negative, low vibrational information. Although that is what's popular, that's what gets the most views, because that's what the general public likes. I mean, if you're like the aggregator of all this information and you're condensing it into a 10, 15, 20 hour long minute podcast or video for views and brand deals and all this, bro, you're absorbing all that negative information,
Yeah.
all that negative energy, and it's just compounding and absorbing and
Yeah.
condensing into you. What do you think that does to a person over time? Biologically, scientifically, we human beings are not even meant to consume all this information. We're not even meant to see thousands of
All right,
people
I don't know about
thousands
all
of
that.
pieces of information every day. That can destroy one's psyche. Human beings aren't built for this. So although I agree that, you know, he has a point in terms of a lot of these streamers being soft, I will say though that doesn't mean that they don't have mental health issues from the jobs
Yeah.
that they do. Two things can be true at the same time. And
That's
that
true.
is the middle ground I want all of us to understand. None of this stuff is mutually exclusive. All of these things can be true all at the same time. Personally, me, I would consider, many years ago, I was very
Yeah.
soft. Like I needed to grow up. I needed to, you know, take accountability for my actions, and I needed to move forward and understand that my past is something that I can't change. My relationships with my family members, my friends, my fathers, my mothers, like all that stuff cannot be changed, and I have to
Yeah.
focus on the present and the future. And the thing is, a lot of people, right, are filled with regret, and they dwell on the past way too much. They can't let go of that thing that is holding them back. It's like an anchor latched onto their soul,
Yeah.
dragging them down every waking moment. And whether you want to blame that on biology, mental illness or affliction, chemical imbalance, spiritual warfare, the food supply, air pollution, not grounding yourself in nature, I believe it's all of these things. A death by 1,000 cuts. And this is why, and I talk about this stuff with my friends behind the scenes, I'm going to fund a refuge, a commune of sorts with wooden lodges by a body of lake where people can get away from the city, and there's no social media, there's no AI, there's no robots in the future. It's human beings and other organic life forms where if you need a place to calm your mind, this is where you come to. I'm not
That's-
sure of the name, but this is something I'm going to do.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if bro can keep his word and do this, man, this shit will flood. Many of people will go there. Like, I feel like the average person just wants to turn their phone off and be alone for days. Just turn everything off. But because of what life has going on, there's not really, well, going on for them. The average person, you got shit going on. You feel me? You can never really just do that. And where are you gonna go to do that? That's the number one thing. You could always go on vacation, but if you got kids or if you got a job, if you got shit going on, when you got shit going on, which is always, you ain't never gonna have the time to do that, to just turn your phone off. But if he could make us a little getaway like that, like a little weekend getaway, you might be able to let everybody know around you, look, for 2 days I'm turning my shit off. Don't hit me. Going to this little resort. I need some peace. And it's like, man, I feel like that should be cool. I'd fuck around and you might catch Sluu Hustle there. You know what I'm saying? This shit do get a little heavy on the shoulder sometimes, but I like to think, man, it's life. This shit's just work. And the moment you give up, that could have been the moment you won. But that's how I feel about it. Y'all know I'ma just give y'all my honest opinions and reactions. Let me know how you feel in the comments. This one is a touchy subject.